Let's raise the wolf, KC. I'm Patrina Parker with the Weekly Report, and I'm here at the groundbreaking for the new KC Animal Shelter. This project was approved by voters as part of the Go KC bonds. The new facility will also include space for the Animal Health and Public Safety Division offices.
Today is a day that dreams are made of. Today is also a day that brings together the very best of our city. Our rock star mayor, his tremendous city manager, a passionate and dedicated city council, many of the members of whom are with us today, a fearless director of finance, a parks director and parks board with an incredibly committed vision.
I want to give a shout out to the people who made all of this possible, and that is the taxpayers of Kansas City, Missouri, because absolutely. So enjoy this day. Remember it, and remember that this is exactly what happens when people come together and they do things for the right reasons. They find a way to get beyond the incidental problems. When we're doing something for the right reasons, we find a way to get it done.
This is just my day. I can't be more than nothing else could matter the rest of the whole term. So I think I'll turn it over to Jolie.
So on behalf of Laika and Willie and Frida and Diego and Pierre and Blue and Coco and Butch and Oli and Francis and every other animal that you have saved in this community, thank you very much.
We're excited about this edition because the animals and the families that look after the animals deserve a nice place. We want it to be a cheerful environment for people to come out and be able to adopt the animals. We want it to be a safe environment for the animals to be in and have a nice area to go outside and play, and just provide a much better atmosphere and amenities for all that are supportive of the animals in Kansas City.
The thing that Councilwoman Kennedy and I wanted to do was make sure that our constituents within this district were understanding of what the potential was with having the animal shelter here. So we are grateful and want to thank you all, want to thank the voters for making it possible as well.
KC is booming. Pardon the pun, and a community eyesore is now history. The city demolished the former Park Place Hotel last week. The hotel at 1601 North Universal near Front Street has been run down for years.
It was a vibrant hotel for years, but the owner walked away from it, and it became a magnet for vagrants and for squatters, and even for folks that are going in and pulling out equipment.
4, 3, 2, 1.
It's good for the city. It saves the fire department trouble, the police department trouble. You know, it keeps the vagrants out of it. It's going to be a clean site. The neighborhood around here is going to be happy about not having vagrants and people in there stealing things out of that building. So it's a win-win for everybody. It's a win for the city. It's a win for the police. Win for us, and everybody's happy.
It would have taken months to tear it down with equipment as opposed to the implosion. Hopefully we'll have developers that will be able to come in and rebuild there and hopefully get a vibrant business there for the citizens of Kansas City to enjoy.
Soon you'll be able to ride the streetcar a lot further thanks to the voters' approval of a streetcar extension. Voters approved the $227 million project by a 3-to-1 margin. The line will go from Union Station to UMKC along Main Street. That's a 3.7-mile extension. If the project goes as planned, you'll be able to catch a ride in 2023. A local food desert is now an oasis for fresh food, quality groceries, an on-site bakery, and even more. The Sunfresh at Linwood and Prospect is now open. The City of Kansas City was the developer for this project and has helped spark economic development on the east side. The city and its partners are investing $2 billion on the east side. More projects will be served up soon. Check out the video about the store's grand opening later in the show. Now, folks over in that neighborhood are pretty excited about the improvements, but did you know that you can make recommendations for local tax dollars to go back to your block? You can suggest a project at an upcoming Public Improvements Advisory Committee or PIAC meeting near you. The PIAC will hold a series of public hearings this summer. The next meeting is Monday, July 9th from 6 to 8 p.m. at Grace and Holy Trinity Episcopal Cathedral, 415 West 13th Street. Another one is set for Thursday, July 12th from 6 to 8 p.m. at Kansas City United Church of Christ, 205 West 65th Street. And a third one will be Tuesday, July 17th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Greg Kleiss Community Center. That's at 1600 John Buck O'Neill Way. Now remember, you must submit any ideas for improvements by August 31st. For more information about the program, go to kcmo.gov/PIAC. Independence Day is almost here, and before you spend hundreds of dollars on fireworks, remember they are illegal in the city limits. Shooting guns in the air is also illegal and just a bad idea. So please enjoy watching fireworks displays at one of our many community celebrations. The city's holiday trash and recycling schedule is in effect on Thursday, July 5th through the following Saturday. July 5th through the 10th is also a no-tag period for trash collection in the city. That's when residents may set out up to 15 bags of trash without tags, so you can use the holiday weekend to clean up from all that celebrating. For the Weekly Report, I'm Patrina Parker. Stay tuned, we've got some more great videos coming right at you.
Part of $2.3 billion of investment on the east side in private and public money since 2011. It ain't second place, it ain't washed down, it's first class, and people are working here.
My whole neighborhood is excited. We've been in the desert for a long time, so we really want this to work.
This is a real investment. I want to thank the taxpayers. I want to thank the community.
If I've never been prouder to be a 3rd District resident, I am 3rd District proud today. You can hashtag that, 3rd District proud. 1, 2, 3.
The Neighborhood Tourist Development Fund program provides support to nonprofit organizations that promote Kansas City, Missouri neighborhoods through cultural, educational, ethnic, recreational, historic, and social activities, and also promote Kansas City, Missouri as a premier convention, visitor, and tourist destination and center. Last year, over $1.6 million was provided to nonprofits, and these activities range from 5K runs, sports tournaments, parades, festivals, pop-up performances to an entire season of performances, so there's quite a variety. We have summer workshops happening through September for any organization that is interested in learning about the application process. For returning applicants who want to learn about updates, we'll go over timelines, deadlines, requirements, and we'll also go over opportunities for marketing of events in the event that an organization is awarded funding. So I encourage folks to go to our webpage and sign up directly through links that are provided, and we hope to see you at an upcoming workshop. Kansas City Dance Festival is 7 days of performances and programming that kicks off on July 14th and is supported by the Neighborhood Tourist Development Fund. One of the venues of the festival performances is here at Quixotic at 1616 Broadway. Today we're here with Logan Picharis, the co-artistic director of the festival. Logan, thank you for having us here today.
Well, thank you so much for being here.
You've been involved at the festival since the beginning. Can you tell us how the festival originated?
Sure. We developed the Kansas City Dance Festival in 2013. My co-artistic director and friend of mine, we were sitting around wondering what we're going to do over the next summer months when we're facing, typical dancer layoffs. There's like a whole summer that's going by, but there's no work to be had. And we were trying to really fill a gap in the Kansas City art scene to where there wasn't much dance going on. So we thought, well, why not? Let's start to create a new dialogue, a new narrative about dance in Kansas City, and really kind of explore how to create a more advanced way of audiences being able to come into either a black box studio or a performing arts center to be able to see new works. And that's really the genesis of how the Kansas City Dance Festival started, is to employ these artists, to employ choreographers, to be able to get their voices heard in the city during the summer months.
And where do the choreographers and the performers come from?
Well, over the last 6 years, we've employed over 90 dancers and choreographers. We have international choreographers that have come to Kansas City. We have international dancers that have come to Kansas City. We've also had local dancers and also national dancers come to Kansas City. And that's really what the festival is about. Like, we have a week of performances that we offer the Kansas City audience, but we also offer our artists and performers like a 4-week basic creative structure to create develop new dance, to develop new styles of dance for people to watch. And that's really the festival to us, is getting these artists in to collaborate with each other, to get to know each other, to see where they're from, to see where these dancers that dance in National Valley of Estonia, how they connect with Kansas City artists, or how they connect with artists from different cities in the United States. So it's really a fun, collaboration in the sense that we all get together and we explore new ways of communicating with other artists that we might not necessarily work with from day to day. So that's really the heart of the festival, and it culminates in the week-long endeavors.
So are the performances more contemporary? Are they a little classical? Or are they a little bit of everything?
They're a little bit of everything. Last year, we developed 5 new world premieres that we performed here in Kansas City, and this year we're doing the same. And in the beginning, our structure used to be, we used to have a set piece that we would either go out to find a choreographer that they would come in and stage, but we started moving away from that a little bit. We started to notice that creating new and innovative works is where we're really heading in the future. And that's really what we want to do, is be able to create something that's wholly indicative of Kansas City dance. And we have not only, again, the national and international dancers, but our local dancers creating that together, so it has its own voice for Kansas City.
And where do your audiences come from who come to see the performances? And even you have an open rehearsal too.
We do. On July 18th, we have an open rehearsal, and we invite most of the Kansas City community. Really, it's an open dialogue about dance. It's an open dialogue about who created the pieces that you're going to watch in the main show, but it's also an open dialogue about the local, national, and international dancers coming into the studio and really kind of telling their story, because that doesn't happen enough. So we have that in a dance forum format. It's for potential audience members to come in and really learn about different backgrounds, very diverse backgrounds, and not only dance, but in life. So they talk a little bit about themselves, where they're from, how they started to get into dance, and a little bit more of a common exchange that way. So it's a little bit more in depth about what dance is to them.
So Logan, how many anticipated attendees are you estimating this year?
Well, throughout the week, we have a bunch of events that we're doing. It starts with the Black Box event that we have here in the Quixotic Studios, which is a collaboration called Foreshadows between the intra-company works that they will be working on once the artists get here on the 25th of June. They'll start developing that, and it'll culminate in the Black Box studio performances on the 14th. And then we held a series of master classes throughout the week. There'll be 5 master classes at various dance studios in Kansas City. And we will also be having a dance forum on the 18th here in the Quixotic Studios, culminating in July 20th and 21st at the Gym Theater. So ultimately, we hope to have around 1,700 attendees this year.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot of people. And then how many do you think are from outside of the Kansas City area?
We've seen people come from Tulsa, from Chicago, from Des Moines, from Lincoln, especially regionally, the ability for people to make a day trip into Kansas City. That's where we've seen about 30% of our attendance of the main shows is coming into Kansas City.
Logan, where's the best place to get information about all of the programs that are happening during the festival?
The best place to look for information about the artists and the choreographers and our performances and basically every date that we have during that week is at kcdancefestival.com. That contains all of our social media information, plus how to arrange tickets and everything of that nature.
Well, gosh, sounds very exciting. Thank you for having us in your home at Quixotic, and we look forward to the festival.
Well, thank you so much.
The Neighborhood Tourist Development Fund supports local nonprofits that bring cultural, social, educational, and recreational activities to our area. To learn about additional upcoming events, visit kcmo.gov/ntdf.